Hey golf fans, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready, because the Ryder Cup is heading back to American soil in 2025 at Bethpage Black in New York, and it's going to be absolutely electric. But if you've ever watched the Ryder Cup and thought, wait, what's a foursome? What's a four-ball? Why are they playing in pairs? Then you are in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the entire Ryder Cup match format, step by step, so you can follow every nail-biting moment like a seasoned pro. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the rules, but you'll also appreciate the deep strategy that goes into every captain's pick and every pairing. It's what makes the Ryder Cup one of the most thrilling events in all of sports. So, let's start with the basics. The Ryder Cup is a 3-day battle between two teams, Team USA and Team Europe. Each team has 12 of the best golfers from their respective continents. The goal, to be the first team to reach 14.5 points out of the 28 available points. A win in a match gets you 1 point, and a tie, or a half, gets each team half a point. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, this is where it gets interesting. The magic of the Ryder Cup isn't just about individual brilliance. It's about teamwork, strategy, and 3 distinct match play formats spread across the 3 days of competition. The first 2 days, Friday and Saturday, are all about partnerships, while Sunday is an all-out singles showdown. Let's dive into day 1 and day 2. These days are identical in structure. We have 2 sessions of play each day, a morning session and an afternoon session. Each session consists of 4 matches. Now, here is the key strategic element. The home team captain gets to decide the order of the formats for these first 2 days. They can choose to play 4-ball in the morning and foursomes in the afternoon, or vice versa. This decision is huge. Captains make this call based on the strengths of their players and what they think will give them an early advantage. For example, if a captain feels his team is full of aggressive, birdie-making machines, he might opt for 4-ball first to build some quick momentum. So, what exactly are these formats? Let's break down 4-ball first. You might also hear it called better ball, which gives you a pretty good clue as to how it works. In 4-ball, we have the players from Team USA competing against the players from Team Europe. Here's the cool part. All 4 players play their own ball throughout the entire hole. At the end of each hole, you compare the scores of all 4 golfers. The player with the lowest score on that hole wins the hole for their team. For example, let's say on a par 4, player A from Europe makes a birdie 3, his partner makes a par 4, and both American players make par for South. Team Europe wins that hole and goes 1 up. If the best scores are tied, the hole is halved, and the match score remains the same. This continues hole by hole. 4-ball is fantastic for spectators because it encourages aggressive play. Players know their partner is there as a backup, so they can go for risky shots, fire at pins, and try to make a ton of birdies. It leads to some incredible highlights and dramatic momentum swings. Now, let's switch gears to the other pairs format, foursomes. If 4-ball is about individual heroics within a team, foursomes is the ultimate test of pure partnership and strategy. It's often considered the most difficult format in the Ryder Cup. Just like 4-ball, it's 2-on-2, but here's the twist. Each pair plays only 1 ball, and they take turns hitting alternate shots. So, player A tees off, player B hits the second shot, player A hits the third, and so on, until the ball is in the hole. One crucial detail, the teams also alternate who tees off on each hole. So, one player will tee off on all the odd-numbered holes, and their partner will tee off on all the even-numbered holes. This is where captains' pairings become a masterclass in psychology and skill matching. You need to pair players whose games complement each other perfectly. Who's the steadier driver? Who's the better iron player? Who has the touch around the greens? A bad shot in foursomes doesn't just hurt you, it puts your partner in a tough spot for the next shot. The pressure is immense, and communication is absolutely critical. This format really exposes which duo has the best chemistry. So after the full days of these intense 4-ball and foursomes matches, we've had 16 points decided, 8 on Friday and 8 on Saturday. The scoreboard is set, the tension is at its peak, and everything comes down to the final day, Singles Sunday. This is what it's all about. All 24 players from Team USA and 12 from Team Europe compete in 1-on-1, head-to-head singles matches. It's pure, old-school match play. You against your opponent. Win a hole, you go 1 up. Lose a hole, you go 1 down. There's no partner to bail you out. It's just you, your clubs, and the crushing pressure of playing for your team, your continent, and the coveted Ryder Cup trophy. The order of these 12 matches is another huge strategic decision for the captains. Do you front-load your lineup, sending your best players out early to try and get some blue or red on the board and build momentum? This can be a great strategy if you're leading, as it can seal the victory early. Or, if you're trailing, do you put your strongest, most clutch players in the middle or at the end of the lineup, hoping they can deliver under the greatest pressure when the entire Ryder Cup might rest on their shoulders? We've seen this happen time and time again. Think of the miracle at Medina in 2012, where Europe, trailing significantly, front-loaded their singles lineup and pulled off one of the greatest comebacks in sports history. The drama of Singles Sunday is unmatched, as every single match can be the one that decides it all. The scoreboard is constantly changing, and fans are glued to their screens, tracking every single point. Now, let's put it all together. There are 28 points up for grabs over the 3 days. 8 from Friday's pairs matches, 8 from Saturday's pairs matches, and 12 from Sunday's singles matches. The first team to get to 14.5 points wins the Ryder Cup. What happens if it ends in a 14-14 tie? Well, in that scenario, the team that won the previous Ryder Cup retains the trophy. This gives a slight advantage to the defending champions, as they only need 14 points to keep the cup, while the challengers muster in that extra half point to win it outright. That half point has been the decider in some of the most legendary Ryder Cups in history. It truly is a game of inches, where every putt, every chip, and every drive can be the difference between glory and heartbreak. The format is designed for maximum drama, forcing players out of their individual comfort zones and into a pressure cooker of team spirit and national pride. So there you have it, the complete breakdown of the Ryder Cup match format. You've got the 4-ball format, where players go for broke making birdies. You've got the strategic and nerve-wracking foursomes format, the ultimate test of partnership. And finally, the epic conclusion on Singles Sunday, where 12 gladiators battle one-on-one for the cup. Now, when you tune into the 2025 Ryder Cup from Bethpage Black, you'll be able to follow along with every strategic decision and appreciate the genius behind the pairings. You'll understand why a captain might choose one format over another, and you'll feel the tension as each of the 28 points is fought for. It's more than just a golf tournament. It's a 3-day chess match on grass, filled with passion, patriotism, and some of the best golf you will ever see. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this explanation gets you even more hyped for the next Ryder Cup. It's truly one of the greatest events in sports. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming golf content. Let me know in the comments below which format is your favorite to watch: 4-ball, foursomes, or singles. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep swinging,